Well, my wonderful brothers of the Maverick Nation, and welcome back to some more What If Free with part. I don't even know what the hell part this is. Okay. Apparently, we are at part 6. And with part 6, we start with. I forget. Wait, no, I remember. Night Eyes Agency. We start out with Night Eyes Agency after, the whole thing with basically defeating All for One, and, he's behind bars and all that shit. But, there have been some more reported crime, Shigaraki is still a thing, and, it turns out he's made himself a deal with Overhaul. Basically, Shigaraki and Overhaul, they've been doing their own thing, and Aizen's been talking with his son Izuku, and he's like, you were able to use Hado number 86, Ito Kaso. Why didn't you in that fight? And Izuku was just like, because just ending it there with Hado number 90, Kurohitsuki, well, a lot easier and a lot less, you know, problems. Besides, he was boring anyways. And, like, Aizen's kind of getting worried that might be turning a little bit too like him. Like his daddy. So, Aizen's just going to be off here in the background. He's just going to be looking in, trying to see what's going on. And so, Izuku knows how Stain is out of prison because he got out, and he has actually figured out that actually Overhaul had something to do with that. Both Shigaraki and Overhaul had something to do with his prison break. And, well, turns out that, you know, Overhaul hasn't exactly been quiet about his goings on. So, because of that, Night Eye was able to find out where his whole thing is, and then he'd be like, okay, so I guess we're gonna attack now? And Aizen is just like, why are you taking everything in such a rush, Izuku? And Izuku's just like, because they all bore me. They're all weak compared to me. It's like I became so strong, far faster than I was supposed to. Is there something wrong with me, father? And Aizen's just like, wrong with you? And Izuku's just like, yeah, it's like I became stronger than I was supposed to, faster than I was supposed to. Am I. Is something bad going to happen because of me? And Aizen's like, whoa. Everything's gonna be fine. We just need to take this whole overhaul thing the way it's gonna go. And Izuku's just like, fine. I'm trusting you are. Basically, Izuku just goes and he's just like, well, as I see it, we're just gonna we're just gonna take charge. Shigaraki doesn't really seem to be with Overhaul right now. Neither does Stain. Overhaul just seems to be with his cronies. So, and then he just drops down. Long time no see, Overhaul. And Overhaul's just like, kid, I don't even know you. Wait, aren't you that kid from the news? Yeah, you're the one who defeated the number one bad guy, the number one villain. All for one. You sure are something. But I'll snuff you out. Don't you worry. It'll be quick and painless. And Izuku's just like, oh, that's hilarious. That's just absolutely hilarious. Wait 1 second. Sorry about that. My OCD kicked in. I saw something and my OCD kicked in. Anyways, basically, overall, it's like, I'll end it real quick and real painless. Just because I like your style. And Izuku knows he can kind of get just from looking into Overhaul's eyes what he's all about. And he's just like, you're nothing like Stain or Shigaraki. No, you only rule by power. They don't respect you. Your men don't respect you. They fear you. Is that the only way you think you're going to be able to get respect? By fear? If that's the only way you believe you're going to be able to get respect is by fear, then that just shows how much of a waste you are. If that's the only way you truly think that you can get respect. And Aizen is just like, Izuku, don't you think you might need to calm down? And, you know, Izuku was just like, I think I'll play with you for a little bit. Yes, I'll play with you. Nice and slowly. And, Overhaul is just like, listen, screw this. And he, was like shooting him. He's like trying to shoot him. But Izuku is like shunpoing everywhere. And, he just shunpos in front of Overhaul's face. And he's just like, now, I think it's high time to end this. I think it's high time that we end this. He's just like, finally, I'm pretty damn sure I want to end this right now. Overall, it's just like, makes you think you have that kind of power. And then Izuku just like hears something. He just hears, he just like, oh wait, I think he will form me. Seems that you failed. Your men were all either captured or they ran away like cowards. You seem to have failed, Shigaraki. Was he your boss now? And Overhaul is like, don't you say a damn thing. And he's just like, I don't have to. You already spit everything out. And Shigaraki, look who failed you. And Shigaraki is just like, what? No, Overhaul. You're not literally telling me that all of that was because of one kid and those others. I can understand them, but this kid? Wait, no, you're the one. You. This makes things even worse. And then he's just like, you don't mind helping me? And then Izuku's just like, No, no, it's alright. And Overhaul's just like, what do you mean helping him? And then, Izuku just kicks him into a wall, and Overhaul's like, what the? And Shigaraki just decays his hands, completely removing his quirk. And Izuku's just like, I only did that for you because I hate people like him. And, Shigaraki is just like, and what makes you think I'm not going to kill you next? And he's just like Izuku's just like, well, if you're smart, you would go by the advice I set whenever I destroyed your master. And Shigaraki is just like, very well then. What do you suppose you're going to do? Stain seems to have become a little bit of a loose cannon. I can't seem to find him anywhere. Though I did find this. And he just hands Izuku a piece of paper. And it's just a list of names. And he's like, wait, these are all names of people. Only one of them doesn't seem to be one person from Class 1A. And that person is Shinso. How would Stain know about Shinso? How would he know about everyone else? Is he just targeting people that are close to me? Or is he trying to play some sort of game? And Shigaraki is just like, he's probably trying to get you to come out of hiding. Or at least he thinks you're probably hiding, the way he was talking before he went all loose cannon on me. No. And, Shigaraki is just like, ah, I see that look in your eyes, Izuku. I see the look of the man, the myth, the legend, the captain of the 5th Division, or at least former captain, then King of Huecomundo, then prisoner to Moonken, then assistant to the Soul Reapers in the reenacted Thousand-Year Blood War. I see that look in your eyes. You're wanting to do something with your life, aren't you? But you just haven't been able to figure out what it is that you want to do. I see. Well, seeing as in knocking up my ego down a couple pegs and how many times we've met, I will do something for you. I will help you gain your conviction, your reason. Think. What about your father do you want to be like the most? What steps that he took would you want to take as well, but only be able to complete where he failed? Succeed where he failed. And Izuku was just like, you're right, Shigaraki. I honestly do thank you. Thanks to you, I have found my conviction. I have also found that this list here, if you don't mind me keeping it, would be a good way to, you know, help with said conviction. And Shigaraki is just like, oh? And Izuku is just like, yes, indeed. And they both just go their separate ways. And Izuku is allowed to keep the list. I mean, really, what was Shigaraki gonna use the list for? I mean, it was just there because Stain forgot to, like, take it with him. And, Stain's too busy, like, taking out people. He kind of has that photographic memory of everyone he wants to take down. And, everyone he wants to take down is on that list. A total of 9 people. Plus Izuku. Izuku's name is circled in red pen, though. And Izuku's pretty sure he knows why. You know, he's pretty sure why it was so important for Stain to circle it in red ink. Like, he especially wants to kill him. And so, Izuku decides he's going to do something about this. He's going to give those targeted by Stain a chance to, be better than what they are now. Or at least that's what he says it is. And the first person he gives this chance is, well, a little someone that he knows as Shoto. Yep, on the list. First name that he recognizes. Well, besides Bakugo, that's also on the list. But besides that, the first name that he recognizes, Shoto Todoroki. And he also recognizes, for some reason, that Ochako's name is on there. But he's trying to, get his priorities straight. And so, he gathers up a couple things, and, he just gathers up everything and is like, Shigaraki, what you were talking about. What steps of my father I would like to, make a reality, be able to succeed where he failed? Well, I think being the leader of an army such as the Espada wouldn't be that bad of a start. And my Primera just so happens to be the one that the man who calls himself Endeavor Todoroki calls his masterpiece. Shoto Todoroki, my Primera Espada. And Aizen inside of Izuku's head is just like, damn it! Damn it! How could I not figure out that this would happen again? Why? Why? And he's just banging his head against whatever wall he can find. Like, over and over and over again. He's just, like, so pissed at himself. And, Black, the hollow Zanpakuto spirit, is just like, what's wrong? And Aizen's like, he's taking the same steps that I took. He's going to make an army. He's going to make another Espada army. He's going to retrace my steps. He thinks he can succeed where I failed. And it just so happens that a little something from Shigaraki is the reason why he got this idea in his head in the first place. Or at least the idea to, go through with that said idea. And that is where I'm going to leave off with part 6. With Aizen, not exactly feeling too great, and with, you know, Izuku planning out his army. Holy shit, things are getting serious up in this biatch. Serious serialness. Check out Alonzi and Adausis.